All right, we have another Disney show that I'm going to attempt to do a reaction for. I doubt it's going to come out tomorrow or anything like that. Most likely it's going to get blocked as usual. And with that being said, I'll actually I do want to give this show genuinely a chance. I do. I really do. I just feel like the High Republic is not the era for me personally. Honestly, it's kind of boring, and I tried giving it a chance. Now, I mentioned I own the first two books. I've read the comic adaptation, I guess. I'm not sure if it's an adaptation or a continuation. I'm not sure. But yeah, we are just going to get started.
Attack me with all your strength.
Ooh, okay. All right, okay. What is she, Dio, with all the knives?
This road. This is a fight that you will not win. A Jedi doesn't pull her weapon unless prepared to kill.
Oh, distraction? Maybe? Ooh, okay. That is what Vader did.
The suspect matched your description.
You think that I killed her?
Where were you last night?
On this freighter, in this room. Why would I kill Indara?
If I recall correctly, Master Indara advised the Jedi Council to discontinue your training when you were...
Leaving the Jedi was the hardest thing that I've ever done, but it was my decision. No one else's.
I already see what's going on. Ew. What is that?
The book.
Excuse me?
It's a parasite used to subdue violent criminals.
Ooh. Oh, these were chairs. That's cool. Ew. Okay, this is probably going to be the only time I pause during this, but I do want to get my thoughts out because my prediction, right, is that the leaks are true about sisters. The mother's comment was kind of weird. I'll be honest. That mother's comment was like they did the same thing with Multiverse of Madness, that Doctor Strange movie. So I'm like, okay, I guess. I don't I don't know what they mean by that. I don't know. It would have been interesting if they did a Star Wars version of the Asari, but that'll probably be too much makeup. All right, so this is my thought process, right? She has a twin sister that she thought was dead and was found by a Sith Lord, which again was the leaks. And so far, this is not offensive to me. It's still a bit early to tell, but um, I'm not mad at this so far. There are a few things that are like, but I'll save that for later. Ooh, I've seen this in the trailer.
The Jedi live in a dream they believe everyone shares. If you attack a Jedi with a weapon, you will fail. Steel or laser are no threat to them. But an acolyte Acolyte kills without a weapon. An Acolyte kills the dream.
Okay. Is there anything? First episode, not really offensive to me. It's very basic, very surface level. I was worried that when it comes down to the Disney Plus shows, they don't do a good job trying to explain like the state of the galaxy and things along those lines as well. But I feel like you did get a good amount of character within the show. You get an idea of the Jedi during this time frame. I would say the balance thing is kind of weird because Jedi don't necessarily believe in balance. They believe wholeheartedly that the light side is the way, and just like how the Sith believe dark side is the way. So the fact that they're saying that, oh, balance, it's kind of weird, honestly. But as a first episode, I enjoyed it. It looks like the leaks are real, which means I'm not sure if this Sith character is Idris Elba, because I heard that Idris Elba was going to be a dark side Force user. I couldn't really hear in the voice, but that's a modulator anyway. I don't know how to feel about their last quote. It was kind of corny to me. Doesn't really make sense, but yeah, what we're going to do is the first 2 episodes in this video. I just wanted to give my brief thoughts. Ooh, okay. That's not how meditations work, though, right?
Thank you.
I wonder who this character is.
It wouldn't bode well for either of us if you told him about this.
Of course.
Is he like one of the... I don't know. Wait, is he a Jedi? Because he
Do you remember me? Master Torben?
looks a little bit too... You know.
I know why you took the Mirage vow. You thought the
Ooh.
vow would be the peace you seek.
But why is he with other Jedi if he has the vow? Because I know what that vow is.
He wants you.
Ooh. Okay. What? What happened exactly?
Or we skip that, and she just talks to him. If he's May's accomplice, we can send her in, she can talk to him, we can record and monitor the conversation. That way, we have a lead on May, plus...
That's intelligent, actually.
You look exactly
Oh.
like her.
Whoa, wait. Hold on.
Back away. Where's May?
Hold on.
We know you supplied May with the poison that killed Master Tobin. We have your confession.
Wait. That isn't my thing. This is her. I didn't know what she was going to do with that stuff.
If you cooperate, we will consider letting you go with a warning.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, he's...
Please don't do the memory wipe thing or whatever it is you guys do.
I feel like this guy...
What is your relationship to May?
I'm just her supplier. Yeah.
I feel like this guy...
Now I supply her with what they need for the right price.
Well,
Hold on.
supply us with
I feel like... I hope this is not like an O... Is it Ochi? That goofy Sith follower character that was in The Rise of Skywalker that had his own like thing in the comics. I'm not sure. I hope that this is also a type of acolyte or maybe even a personal assassin, maybe a Sith assassin or something along those lines. I hope. That doesn't mean he's going to start pulling out a lightsaber or anything, but maybe some Beskar. Not sure. I had to get my thoughts here. Hey.
You attack me without a weapon. Why?
I know why, actually. It's starting to come to mind. I know why. Yeah, it's obvious now. I'll save it for the end of this episode.
My sister is dead!
Osha's alive.
Ooh.
You lie!
He speaks the truth. Osha lives.
Oh.
Like this without meaningful discussion, Soul.
Ooh.
See you soon.
I know exactly. I already know what the plot is, even without the leaks. So, hey. Oh, it's Ezra Miller. So, Huh. Alright. Overall, this episode was a fairly decent episode. It went over a lot of details, but let me just make my predictions now. I already know that I have an idea in my head here. So this is a situation where you have she's clearly doing what they introduced with in the Vader comic. I'm not sure which run it was, and I think Charles Soule introduced this concept as well. But the Barash vow kind of threw me off because I could have sworn Jedi go to be isolated. And I guess he was isolated. He took a vow of silence for like 10 years, I guess. But overall, it's one of those situations where, personally, I guess isolation within a Jedi temple, just having your own back room, not speaking with anyone, could count as the Barash vow. But when it came down to Vader, you had Vader hunting a Jedi who took that vow because he was going after a lightsaber. Now, this confirms that the person wielding the lightsaber at the end of the first episode, the red one, is a Sith, because one of the first lessons that Palpatine actually taught Vader was power is not earned, it's taken. And basically you need to fight and take a Jedi's weapon and make it your own. So when it came down to Vader, Vader used weapons and was able to take the lightsaber and use the same exact method that May used in the first episode, where she Vader, he put civilians in danger. The Jedi Master that I don't remember his name tried to save those civilians, and Vader took his chance to kill him. And again, he was using weapons and tactics and things like that as well. I think I remember him using a weapon or either choking or breaking his neck. I'm not sure. I have to look that up. But overall, that's exactly what she's trying to do. She's trying to wrest the weapon of a Jedi so she can go forth and use the bleeding process, making the lightsaber bleed red. Overall, this is a solid series so far, just based off of these first 2 episodes. There are some issues. Now, will I say that this feels like Star Wars? No, I wouldn't say that. Because at the end of the day, Star Wars is intended for children. You can say families and all that, but it's really for children. George Lucas has said that. If I can't find the clip, I'll probably put it in the description of him saying that, hey, it's cool that everyone likes the stories and all that, but let's not forget this is meant for children. He said that. And just based off of the first episode where you had the unnecessary shirtless scene, you had the whole two moms comment, I could tell you, I know a lot of single mothers. I've met their kids. I've been a dad. Yeah, but when it comes down to kids, they ask questions that they have no business asking, and those questions normally stem from what they're exposed to. So that one-off comment about the two moms thing, I can already see it now. If you watch this show as a family, then I'll ask a question about, oh, how can someone have two moms or something like that? Or like the unnecessary shirtless scene. Then you have episode 2 where you have phrases like, even though you can't say this on YouTube, but they can say it on a show, the person ending themselves, self-deletion and all that stuff. So with that being said, those small comments and scenes already make this not a type of Star Wars show. Honestly, I know there are cases where you have like I vividly remember Revenge of the Sith, him waking up, Anakin waking up from his vision. Yeah, he was shirtless there too, but again, it wasn't the focus of the scene. So I feel like so far this is aggressively average for the most part. It had some nice moments. It's very basic storytelling, which I don't mind. You could do basic very well. Like most video game stories that we praise now have very basic stories that feel great just because everything has been below mid in storytelling recently. So this show so far is fine. It is okay for the most part. Based off of everything that we've seen, again, I've already put my opinion out there that this does not feel like Star Wars at all, but it's trying its best to feel like Star Wars, which I can appreciate. I can definitely appreciate. They have the whole politically correct lines that do not make sense within the universe in of itself, but that's just the modern world that we live in. But overall, I'm actually excited for the rest of the series. I want to know what's up with the Master, and I'm also wondering, is this going to have a very dark ending where everyone who comes across this Sith Lord ends up dying? My prediction is that the guy that looks like Ezra Miller, I'm not sure if he is another apprentice. And I feel like the Jedi are going to learn about the Sith still being alive, and that's where you get the whole comment about, oh, the Sith haven't been seen for, well, not a comment about the Sith haven't been seen for like generations. They'll get the comment about how the rule of 2 works. Unless they retcon that and say the rule of 2 has always been a thing, which makes no sense whatsoever. But yeah, I'm pretty sure I know where this series is going to end up at, and again, it's aggressively average. It's aggressively average, but that's not a bad thing. Overall, that's pretty much it.